presenting yourself as a luxury brand but trying to sell to budgeted people. Mainly, this is for my hairstylists, my beauty entrepreneurs, my beginners, people who don't have a vendor, looking for a vendor, all of that, and etc. This is for you. First thing first, let's get this understood. You don't need a salon. You don't need 1,000 bundles. You don't need 100,000 followers. You don't need none of that. All you need is a clear strategy and a clear brand. You got them too, you ready to go. So step one, what I need you to do is we have to decide on your business model. And when I say your business model, what I mean by that is, are you selling for installs? Are you selling for people to pick up locally? Are you selling online only? Like, where would you want to start with your business? Me, I sell hair right now. Since I do hair, I sell to clients and I sell online, but I also offer pickup. So I'm kind of in all three, but that's because I've been having my brand and I'm just going a little further. What you want to decide between first is an online brand and a local brand. A local brand is more, say, I'm from Dallas, so in Dallas, right? And if I only promoted to Dallas influencers or Dallas stylists or Dallas customers, whatever your customer base may be. Or if you want to be more global, you want to be more worldwide, you want to reach a different variety of people, you'll be more of a online base, if that makes sense. Then you need to decide, do you want to do pickup or do you want to do shipping? Or do you want to do both? That is important. That is really, really important because people need to know how they can get the product from you. They don't want to come to you and they don't even know how they can get the product, you know? So it needs to be clear. Whenever you start your brand and you make your page and everything, it needs to be clear. If you are local or if you are online only, that needs to be clear. Also, next, you need to decide, do you want to sell bundles? Do you want to sell wigs? Do you want to sell closures? Do you want to, like, what is it that you want to sell exactly? Do you want to sell both? You can do both. Doing both is easy, you know? Doing both works. It just depends on which works best for you. If we're being honest, most people who start off with a hair business, they fail because they don't never decide from the beginning how they want to sell and where they want to sell. So before you do anything, you need to figure out, where am I selling and how am I selling? Cool. Step two, your brand. Okay? I cannot stress this enough. Your brand is most important out of almost everything. Okay? Without no brand, they don't know who you are. If they don't know who you are, they don't buy from you. Because in the time that we live in today, in 2026, people are not buying a product, they're buying the person. Like, for example, Jada Waiter, right? Jada Waiter can start a hair business today. Because of who she is, everyone's going to buy from her, whether it's good quality or bad quality. But say your average person that from around the corner, you know, starts a hair company, but nobody know who she is, but she got the best quality out of all the top hair brands, nobody's going to shop with her because they don't know who you are. Like, why should I shop with you? Why should I buy from you? You know? You got to have your why. Like, why should they buy from you? If you don't even know why they will buy from you, they're not going to want to buy from you, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. So when it comes to brands, you need to make sure you got your brand name. But you need to have a brand name that's scalable, okay? Don't pop out with no long extensions by Jay. Like, yeah, that sounds cool. It sounds trendy, but in the real world, is that really scalable? You know? Okay, cool. Next, you want to decide on your position. You got to decide on your position. Do you want to be a luxury brand or do you want to be a budgeted brand? You can't be both. Okay? When you get to a position, then you can add on. But starting off, you need to have a starting point. So, am I a luxury brand or am I a budgeted brand? You need to know. You need to know the difference. Like, you need to sit there and decide what you would rather do. Now, don't get me wrong. Brands that are a little bit more on the budget side, they do scale faster because it's cheaper. People love cheap things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going wherever it's cheaper at. But that can be good and that can be bad because cheaper don't always mean better. And now you're getting bad, you're getting mixed reviews, you're getting mixed this, mix that, all because you wanted to kind of be on the safer side. So I say really sit down and figure out what side you want to be on, right? But the way you get into that, this is the next part, into that, right? Figure out who your targeted audience is. Who are you talking to? You can't sell to everybody. Everybody's not going to buy your products. It's the sad truth, okay? You can't sell to everybody. You need to have a specific niche of who you're selling to. Who is your targeted audience? So for example, if I wanted to be a girl more on the luxury side, right? My targeted audience would be more of like women that's late 20s to early 40s, making about $75,000 a year plus. You know, women that they value their looks, they value their hair, they value self-care. You know, like they understand the importance of spending $400 or $500 plus on getting their hair done versus me trying to sell to a girl who's a college student and she only has $100 to her name. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get the difference. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with neither side. But you can't be presenting yourself as a luxury brand but trying to sell to budgeted people. You see what I'm saying? You got to figure out who your targeted audience is. You got to figure out who your targeted audience is. Who is your ideal customer? I want you to sit down, get your journal, and I want you to write, who is my ideal customer? If I had to get up today and sell to my customers today, what type of customer would that be? Great. Next, you need to have a visual identity. That is the next part of your brand. And when I say visual identity, I don't mean posting the bundles or posting yourself. No. When I say visual identity, I mean color schemes, logos, the vibe that you have, just different things. It's just different things that you can add to make yourself and your brand pop out to people. For example, Target. You know the big circle with the when you see that, what do you know? You know that's Target, right? Because that's their brand. When you see that red with that, you know exactly who that is. And that's what you want for your company. You don't want people to go to your page and not be able to tell who you are or what your brand is. Or you don't want to post an ad and have ads going around and people like, who ad is this? You want people to see it, and just off the strength of the colors and the logos, they know, oh, that's her. Oh, that's so-and-so. That's so-and-so. See what I'm saying? Make sense? Cool. Everything that you're doing when it comes to your brand, it should have a reason behind it. Okay? Because you got to look at it. A lot of these vendors and a lot of these people, they all sell to the same people. So if you don't have nothing to make yourself stand out, all you're going to do is fall in line with the rest of the people. You're going to fall in line right there with the same people that's trying to do the same thing you trying to do, and all y'all look the same. So it's like, y'all all got the same prices, y'all all got the same look. What's the difference? Why should I buy from you instead of her if y'all selling the same thing? And don't let the other girl be cheaper. Why should I buy from you when yours cost $300 more than her and y'all got the same stuff? And I can't even tell the difference between who is who. I'm just saying. Your brand is what creates the differentiation between you and the next company. When it comes to your brand has to be consistent. And I mean with everything, with your photo shoots, with your posts, with the stories, ads, everything. I'm not saying like you gotta put your logo and your colors and your face and your everything on every single post. No, I'm not saying that. But just from the words you use or from the colors you use, the logo you use, anything that you use, it should tie into some post. To where people, when they see it, they can automatically know like, oh yeah, that's her. You know what I'm saying? Like D Her Boutique. When you see that D, you know that's D Her. Like you know that's her. You see what I'm saying? So it just, you gotta make your brand feel like you. You have to make the customer feel like they know who you are through your brand. Because people, again, like I said earlier, they're not buying a product, they're buying the person. It's sad, but it's the truth. It's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. Okay, let's keep going. Let's flip a page. We going on to step three. Okay, so this is the legal side of stuff, right? So look, so we got our brand, we got our targeted audience, we got our brand name, we got everything down, and we got everything down pat. We know what we selling, who we selling it to, we know how we selling it, we know all of that. Next, we gotta get the legal side, because the legal side matters, okay? The legal side protects you, okay? You don't need perfection. You need protection. Remember that. Remember that. Because an LLC protects you personally. That's all it is. When it comes to business, it's all about protecting you and your business, your brand, and your name. Your LLC, it protects you. After that, you need to get your EIN. Your EIN is included into your LLC. So you really go EIN and then LLC. Some people get an EIN by itself and then run with that for a little bit until they're ready to do an LLC. But it just depends, because you don't want to start a hair company, right? And then your hair company start booming. It's booming. It's booming. It's booming. It's booming. And then guess what happened? Guess what happened? Somebody else see it and they like it and they steal your entire brand. They steal your entire identity of your company and everything. And then when they steal your entire brand of your company, guess what they gonna do? They go down to the Secretary of State and they register your business name under their name. And they trademark your business. Yeah, you can fight them on it. But it's like, if you would have took the necessary steps that it took to protect yourself, you wouldn't even have to go through that. Okay, next. You want to get you a business bank account. Okay? You want to get you a business bank account. Why do you want a business bank account? Because you do not want your business money to be colliding with your personal money. You don't want that. Them two different things. Your personal is your personal. Your business is your business. You want to keep your business money right where you can keep it. So the best way to do that, open you a business account. I ain't saying you gotta go get you an American Express. No, go get you a little Bank of America, a little Wells Fargo, a little something. Okay, Bank of America, I prefer Bank of America. I love Bank of America. But start somewhere small. Get your little small business banking account so that as you start ordering stuff, when you start paying for packaging, when you start paying for your bundles, when you start paying for your documents and everything that you're paying for, you got all of that stuff coming out of one account so that when it comes time to do taxes and show them people what's going on and write-off money, and you got time for write-offs and everything like that, guess what? You got your paperwork to show. You got your stuff. And everything's lined up exactly the way you need it to be. Your business bank account, it looks good on paper. So say you get to the point to where you want funding, right? A bank is not gonna give you a funding for a business and you don't have nothing to show for it. Like you coming in this bank asking these people for $50,000 and you don't even have your finances for your business set up properly. You see? So it's all about the longevity. It's all about long term. Like we're not worried about today. We worried about long term, when my business grow and my business scale and I'm ready to get funding and do everything that I want to do. You need to be able to be in a position to do so. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. What type of hair are you gonna sell? Are you gonna be a company that sells raw hair? Or are you gonna be a company that sells virgin hair? Either or is fine. Raw hair and virgin hair, they both got their own audiences, okay? They both have their own people and their own preferences. And it kind of separates you between luxury and budget, not gonna lie. If y'all want me to break it down, like really break down how to find a vendor, where to find vendors, and I sell vendors. I sell vendor lists and all of that like that. But if you really want me to break down the difference between a virgin hair and raw hair, let me know in the comments and I'll make that a whole nother video for y'all. Customers don't buy the hair, customers buy results. You're not selling hair, you're selling a lifestyle. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you this. The best hair isn't the most expensive. The best hair is not the most expensive, it's the most consistent. If you don't know how to work social media, you need to pay somebody that do. You need to educate. I'm not saying you gotta get on your page and make it seem like you just been selling hair for 76 years and you know better than everybody know. But educate your customers. If you're selling raw hair, educate them on why raw hair is better than virgin hair. If you're selling virgin hair, educate them on why virgin hair would be the best option other than raw hair. You just educate your customers, because it makes them feel better when they can trust you more. And it builds the authority behind you and your brand. Trust builds the brand. Without no trust, your brand is going to go flop. I'm just telling the truth. Content before your inventory. Get your content before you get inventory. You do not need to start no hair business with 500 bundles. Okay? Order you 3 bundles of each texture. Make some content. Post your content and start seeing what people buying. Start getting them sales in, because when you start getting the sales in, you can see what they gravitate towards more. Like, oh, okay, cool, my clients don't really buy the wavy, but they love the curly. Oh, they don't really buy the straight, but they love the deep wave. You see what I'm saying? Versus you getting, oh yeah, I'm gonna get 20 straight, 20 curly. You don't even know what your customers gonna buy. You don't even know what your customers like for real. Why is you buying all this inventory? You don't even know what you selling. A quiet, strategic launch will outperform a loud, unprepared launch any day. It's all about the strategy, y'all. At the end of the day, it's about the strategy. It's not about the noise. It's not about none of that. It's about how you position yourself and how you strategize yourself for your next step. Y'all here with me? We here? Cool. Now that we've got basically everything done, right? We done did everything we need to do. We got your business model. We got the brand. We got the legal setup. We know what type of hair you selling and where the hair coming from. We got the content for the marketing. We got the launching strategy set up. We got all the stuff that you need to have to get the business going and flowing, right? I'm going to tell you some of the common mistakes people make, and I don't want y'all to do this. 1, overstocking on inventory. It's not mandatory. Do not do it, okay? I'm going to keep these short and simple and sweet. Overstocking on inventory, don't do it. Copying other brands, don't do it. It's okay to see a brand that you kind of feel like you want your business to go that way a little bit, and you kind of look and go on, but don't go on them people website and copy their whole website and put their website on your website. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Come up, be original. Okay? And that was the point of me telling you, sit down and ask yourself the questions that I told you to ask at the beginning of this video. Ask yourself them questions so that you can have a brand identity. And so that you can have an identity in a route of where you're going with your business, and you ain't gonna have to steal nobody else's stuff. No brand story. You don't have no story behind your brand. You just woke up and said, I'm gonna sell her. Oh yeah, I sell her. Come spend $400 with me. Girl, who are you? Why would I give you my money? I can go pay my light bill. That's how people be thinking. But depending on which route and which area you in, are you luxury or budget? That depends on what type of clients you got and what type of story you need to have a story behind it. Cool. Next, waiting for everything to be perfect. Like I said before, it does not need to be perfect. Waiting for perfection to start, you are never going to start. You're not going to start. If you're waiting for it to be perfect, it's not going to be perfect. No business, nobody that starts a business off perfect. It's not going to happen. It doesn't exist, okay? Start your business. If you know that you want to sell hair and you know you kind of got to, start it. ChatGPT will be your best friend. I promise. Pinky. If you got the structure and you got the strategy, there's no way you can lose. There's literally no way you can lose. I'm telling you. So, if this helped you in any way, any form, any fashion, I'll be sharing more real behind-the-scene content of my own hair company so that I can help you girls grow a little bit, get a little further in your brands. Comment here in my comment section if you want the beginner roadmap to starting a hair business. I do have a ebook digital product that I sell. It's not expensive at all, I promise. Where everything that I just explained to you, I break it down. So I know I kind of just gave y'all like a glimpse of it, like a whole just boom, boom, boom. But I have a book where I will literally break everything down to you step by step by step by step. So if that's you and you know that you need that, comment here in my comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. I wish you nothing but great success in your hair business.